Hello everybody and welcome back to another video on the GD Network YouTube channel. And in today's video, I'm going to be giving my WWE WrestleMania 41 predictions. Now, before this video starts, I want to say thank you all for 50k subscribers. I know I haven't formally said a thank you to everyone, so thank you all for 50k. Obviously on the way to 100,000 subscribers, and with that we've unlocked a new feature on the channel of a membership. So that starts at $1.99, where you get some exclusive content that I do not post on my main channel. So if you want to sign to the membership, a link will be in the description of this video. But we might as well get into it with our WrestleMania 41 predictions here. So I actually did the 10 SmackDown. If you want to see that vlog, I've got on my channel, on the road to WrestleMania. But let's talk about night one WrestleMania. So first match I'm going to be talking about is Tiffany versus Charlotte Flair. Now the promos for this match has been disastrous. Have you seen that episode of SmackDown where Tiffany went off script and started mentioning about Charlotte's ex-husband? And then Charlotte also fired back by saying Ludwig is in her DMs, which is not. But to be honest, nobody even wanted Charlotte in this match. I think they could have done something else at WrestleMania for Charlotte. Either a match between her and Jade Cargill, which I think a lot of people want to see. They did have a little face-off on SmackDown, but they didn't obviously go with that. And obviously Alexa Bliss probably should have won the Women's Royal Rumble. We could have got Alexa versus Tiffany. So I don't think anybody is really excited for this match. I think it's pretty predictable what's going to happen here. Charlotte Flair is going to win another championship. She's probably going to end up either tying or breaking Ric Flair's record. That's what they seem to be going for with Charlotte's character. But yeah, on to the next match, Jey Uso versus Gunther. Now, Gunther's title reign has been horrible since winning the title. He hasn't really defended it against any big names besides Randy Orton. The only few people I can remember that he's defended it against is Finn Balor and Damian Priest, and they're both jobbers. So it's not really been a good reign. He hasn't even been defending the title. He talks all this talk about how he's a ring general, but yeah, he has a lack of in-ring matches when it comes to defending his belt. Jey Uso winning the Rumble also was unnecessary. I think Cena could have just won the Rumble and everybody would have been fine with it. And what about Punk? CM Punk should have won the Rumble actually, and he could have been facing Gunther at this WrestleMania. I think a lot more people would have wanted to see that. Or Roman Reigns. We could have got Roman Reigns versus Gunther, but Jey Uso winning was unnecessary. It doesn't really develop anything in the company. The only reason Jey Uso won the Royal Rumble is because he's the most over guy right now selling merchandise. But Jey Uso is not even a good wrestler in the ring. He literally does 3 moves, and so does Gunther. They all do the same 1, 2, 3 moves. They aren't really the best. But my prediction for this match here will be Jey Uso winning the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. And I wanted to do a little twist on this. I think that Jey Uso could turn heel and join The Rock and Cena at WrestleMania. Obviously, he's doubting himself at the moment on the episodes of Raw. So we could really see a heel turn from Jey Uso. And he could align himself with The Rock and John Cena, but I do not see that happening. It would be cool to see a heel Jey Uso with the World Heavyweight Championship, but for now, I think Jey Uso will be defeating Gunther at WrestleMania. Okay, so we've got Jade Cargill versus Naomi as well. Who gives a shit about this match? They could have done Jade versus Bianca. Right, so the New Day will be taking on the War Raiders. Is it me or the War Raiders haven't been doing anything? They just came back and won the tag titles. They don't even defend at the tag team titles. I think the New Day should have been already tag team champions going into WrestleMania. And also the War Raiders don't even defend the belt. So what's the point of having them as champion? We could have had a different tag team thing. I would have suggested maybe Rey Mysterio and Penta versus the New Day. That could have been a good match, but it seems they've gone with the War Raiders versus the New Day. And I think we all know how this is going to go. The New Day are going to win another quadrillionth tag team title. It's just a common thing that they've been doing. And we also have LA Knight versus Jacob Fatu. Now this should be an exciting match. I don't know if these guys have actually faced off before, but if Jacob Fatu could pick up the belt, that would be cool. But I think LA Knight is going to retain. And the only reason why I think LA Knight is going to retain because Solo Sikoa could turn on Jacob Fatu. And LA Knight's reign literally should have been so much longer. I don't know why they gave Shinsuke Nakamura a little unnecessary championship reign. There was no point of having Nakamura win the United States title off LA Knight just to lose it back to him literally like a month or two later. LA Knight's reign should have continued from SummerSlam to WrestleMania. That would have been quite a long. He could have got on the list on one of the longest reigning United States champions, I think. That would have been like 5-6 months on that. But I think LA Knight will be beating Jacob Fatu. Okay, so we've got Rey Mysterio versus El Grande Americano, also Chad Gable. Gable was originally having this feud with Penta, so I don't know where it came into putting Rey Mysterio on the 2 and 2 together. Obviously, Penta's now doing the stuff with the Intercontinental title, but Rey Mysterio really hasn't done anything since coming back to WWE, if I'm being honest, besides winning a tag belt on the United States title. And every time at WrestleMania, they have nothing for him. They just put him in a little throwaway random match. Obviously, Rey Mysterio should be getting more high profile, maybe some title matches at WrestleMania. Obviously, he had the one against Samoa Joe since coming back, but he hasn't really done anything at WrestleMania since coming back. And obviously, Gable getting all these stupid gimmicks, there's no point. But I think Rey Mysterio will win, and we will have Rey Mysterio rip off El Grande Americano's mask to reveal that it is Chad Gable. Right, and talking about now the main event of WrestleMania 41 Night 1 is Roman Reigns versus CM Punk versus Seth Rollins. So it's going to be Roman Reigns' 10th main event at WrestleMania. And couldn't WWE have done something special for this 10th main event, either like a title match or a match with The Rock? But no, he's just been put in a triple threat with Seth Rollins and CM Punk, which really doesn't do much for your top guy. He's in a little this triple threat match at WrestleMania for his 10th main event, when they could have done something like with The Rock or Reigns versus Gunther. And what has CM Punk done all year to deserve the WrestleMania main event? What I've been seeing, he's just been losing all the time. He lost at the Rumble, he lost at Elimination Chamber, he's been losing to Gunther on live shows. What has CM Punk done to actually deserve this main event this year? Okay, you can talk about his whole career overall, but what has Punk actually even done now that warrants a WrestleMania main event? Obviously, because Paul Heyman owed him that favor, that's why he's in that main event. But just to because Heyman can get people all these fucking main event matches like he did with Brock. But this doesn't make any sense, because Paul Heyman literally adds nothing to the feud. Just that everyone's fighting over Paul Heyman, Rollins, Punk, and Roman. Who's gonna have Paul Heyman? It just makes no sense. And because of his stupid favor, that's why they're getting it into the triple threat. And I think I'm predicting this as well, Seth Rollins is gonna win the triple threat match after having help either from Heyman or Rock and Cena, because I think Rollins will be siding with Cena and The Rock. When this WrestleMania's build has been so bad that they need to have an actual good show at the showcase of the Immortals. There needs to be at least some sort of big, huge twist that causes the fans to think that this show is great. Because usually when WrestleManias have bad builds like this one has, the show itself is actually really good. So let's get into night 2 of WrestleMania. We have Io Sky taking on Bianca Belair versus Rhea Ripley for the Women's Championship. Now, it'll be good because then now it can set up that feud of her and Jade for SummerSlam, and then Jade Cargill can eventually win the belt. The match should have been for the Intercontinental title, I think. I think we could have changed the dynamic of this match. We could have had Rhea Ripley versus Bianca, and then we could have the Intercontinental Women's title was not even being defended, so we could have switched it up a bit and had Io Sky in the Intercontinental winning the Intercontinental Women's title at WrestleMania. But if I'm gonna give my prediction, I want to say that Rhea Ripley or Bianca Belair will win, but if I have to pick one, I'll pick Bianca Belair. Only because this can potentially set up that feud between Jade and Bianca at SummerSlam. Right, AJ Styles versus Logan Paul. This is a useless match. This is just one of those matches that is going to get Logan Paul on the card for WrestleMania. And do people even watch Logan Paul anymore? I don't think he's even people talk about how he's a social media celebrity. I don't know what numbers he's actually even drawing in. I still think clips from WWE themselves draw more than the clips that Logan Paul actually featuring in. There was no build for this match. I thought they were really going to go with Styles versus Bron Breakker for the IC title at WrestleMania, but they've just decided to switch to Logan Paul because I think Logan Paul eliminated AJ Styles from the Royal Rumble. And all of AJ Styles' matches at WrestleMania have been garbage. Like, you can go look at the WrestleMania 32 match with Shane McMahon. Was it WrestleMania 32? I don't know, WrestleMania 33 when he faced Shane McMahon. The match with Chris Jericho, the matches that he's had with tag teaming with Omos. He hasn't really done anything cool at WrestleMania, so this is just another throwaway match. The match with Nakamura as well, you can take a look at that. But if I'm going to have to make a prediction, I think Logan Paul has been having too many losses recently. So he's lost the United States title, he lost in the Chamber, he lost at the Royal Rumble. I think Logan Paul needs a win here to further himself. So I think Logan Paul will be defeating AJ Styles. Right, we have the women's tag team title match, Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez versus Bayley and Lyra Valkyria. The first thing is, why is the women's Intercontinental Champion facing for the tag titles at WrestleMania instead of defending her belt? And also the women's US Champion is not on WrestleMania. But this is just another pointless match. Liv Morgan and Raquel will retain because Bayley will end up turning on Lyra Valkyria, and that can start a new mini feud for the women's Intercontinental Championship. So my prediction for the tag match is the Judgment Day, Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. Right, the Fatal 4-Way ladder match. It's not a ladder match, it's a Fatal 4-Way match between Bron Breakker, Dominic and Finn Balor. I think Bron Breakker honestly should be doing more right now. Bron could have easily dropped the IC title earlier to like someone like Penta or Finn Balor, and she could have won the Rumble and gone to face Gunther at WrestleMania. But Penta was originally feuding with Gable. I don't know how he's got into this, probably from saving Bron Breakker from the Judgment Day. And I think this whole story revolves around the Judgment Day, Finn Balor versus Dominic Mysterio saga. And I think Dominic Mysterio will turn on Finn Balor at WrestleMania and win the Intercontinental Championship. So we also have Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre. Which makes sense because McIntyre got cashed in on by Priest last year at WrestleMania for his WWE World Heavyweight Championship. This match probably needs like a hardcore stipulation, and then not like a no holds barred match or last man standing, but something like one of those two actually. So something like a no holds barred or last man standing match. I think last man standing match where they go in the crowd at Mania Vegas will be quite good. And then the winner of this match needs to move over to a title feud, either McIntyre or Priest, which I think McIntyre will be winning. McIntyre needs to move over to a World Heavyweight Championship match, either the WWE or the WWE Undisputed Championship, because McIntyre hasn't been given the title opportunities that he's been deserving. So my prediction for Damian Priest versus McIntyre is Drew McIntyre. So now we got the main event of night 2, Cody Rhodes versus John Cena. So Cody has been a horrible champion, I'm sorry to say, but who has he actually defended the belt against? That's been good. I think I can list them all on one hand. He's defended the belt against Solo Sikoa, Kevin Owens, don't know if he's defending it Nakamura, AJ Styles. That's literally the 4 people that he's defended the belt against. And none of these guys are actually like legends, I'd say. But Cena has been Cody has been a horrible champion. So we need a change. And Cena needs to win this match. If Cena's last WrestleMania, he has to become the champion. And I think The Rock and Seth Rollins will actually help John Cena here at WrestleMania to win the WWE World Championship. And this match had so much hype around it when Cena won the Elimination Chamber and when he turned heel with The Rock and Travis Scott. But they actually planted something really good. But there's been a lack of build towards this match because The Rock has not been appearing or anything. There's been no mention of the attack that Cena did on Cody Rhodes at Elimination Chamber. There's not been nothing related to The Rock. So there's been a lack of build, and Cena was only able to actually cut a promo on Cody once throughout this whole thing. Cody was cutting promos on Cena so many times, and Cena would just stand there in silence. And then the one time that Cena actually gets to cut a promo, he buried Rhodes. Because if you let John Cena talk on the mic about Rhodes for literally 2 seconds, he's gonna bury this guy that you've been building up as your amazing champion for the past year. Literally in 2 seconds, Cena would destroy him on the mic. So there's not really any. I can see why they didn't, because they want to keep Cody Rhodes as that golden boy image. They want to keep him as this top guy in the company. So they can't let Cena obviously ruin his image by destroying him on a promo. But yeah, I think John Cena has to win the WWE Championship here at WrestleMania. So okay then guys, that's my full predictions for WrestleMania 41. If you guys did enjoy this video, please go down and leave a like and subscribe if you are new. Comment down below your predictions for each WrestleMania match in the comments below, so we can all check out and discuss about what matches that we like, what we think will be happening at WrestleMania. Any rumors or news you've heard, leave it down in the comments below. And I appreciate you all watching, so leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.
Slam packs the wrestling figure accessory mystery box. Each box will contain 2 accessories, 2 trading cards, and either a championship or shirt. So pick up one today and support the channel with your very own Slam pack. All new Slam pack bags includes 3 accessories, 2 trading cards, and a sticker too for £10. Lots of fun to be had. Get yours today. Yeet. Check out Medway Wrestling Figures for great prices on all wrestling figures and accessories, and use the code GD10 to save 10%. Like and subscribe for more content.
Make sure to check out bigtees.co.uk and go down and use the code GSD to save 20% on your orders. They have a lot of new shirts out. They're doing a whole rebrand and everything. So if you want to save yourself 20%, use the code GSD.